What if I told you that you could be happier in your life by practicing one simple exercise that takes a minute or less? Would you do it? Stay tuned to find out. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Dr. Allison, and I am a licensed clinical psychologist, and I've pretty much made it my life mission to help people live happy, healthy, and meaningful lives. And today I want to talk to you about the single greatest thing you can do to increase your level of happiness. So here's the kicker. You don't have to buy a single thing, and you barely have to do anything. You have everything you need right now for this skill. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about gratitude. Now wait, if you think, yeah, I'm grateful and I appreciate what I have in my life and I'm thankful, you're misunderstanding gratitude, right? That's a very kind of like vague, bland version of gratitude. And we tend to get super saturated with that kind of gratitude. So when we talk about gratitude, we're talking about the ability to recognize, focus, and pick out the most minor, small, and tiny sources of joy, pleasure, and goodness throughout your day. Oprah calls gratitude the single greatest thing you can do to improve your wellness, right? So if Oprah's on board, like, let's get on board, y'all. Okay, so here's why this is so important. As humans, our brains are wired to focus on the negative, right? That's just part of being a human. It's an adaptive mechanism that used to protect us way back when, and it's kind of gone haywire, and it's no longer helpful, right? So we tend to focus on the negative more than the positives. So what gratitude calls us to do is it asks us to focus on small sources of joy, teaching our brains how to scan throughout a moment, a day, an hour, and experience for those sources of joy. So let me give you an example why this is important. So today, on our way into the city, of course you can probably tell I'm in Chicago, my hometown. Well, it's not my hometown, where I live now. All these kind of negative, annoying, frustrating things happen.
Let's leave at 1 o'clock. We're leaving at 1:23. For real? A train?
There was a lot of traffic. We had a hard time finding a parking space. Somebody cut us off. I had to stand in line forever at Starbucks. I couldn't get my phone to work earlier, right? There's all these like frustrating things that happened. And if I'm not careful, those are the only things my brain is going to pay attention to. And I'm going to end up saying like, oh God, it was so frustrating. That was such a pain to go down there. But there was so much goodness throughout today. So it's up to me to flex that gratitude muscle and to notice those things and name them. So here's how I practice gratitude, right? Once we got in the city, I challenged myself to say, what can I be grateful for? What were positives or small things throughout the day? If I pay attention, there's been so much goodness throughout today. I'm grateful for the moment I was able to open our sunroof and just like soak up Chicago's amazing weather for today. I'm grateful for the small, tiny little cute dog that I was able to stop and pet while we're down here on the Riverwalk. I'm grateful that we have gorgeous weather this weekend. I'm grateful for the moment that we laughed with our friends and I really practiced mindfulness to soak that up. I'm really grateful that we're able to get a seat at a super crowded restaurant down here. Now, these might seem like really silly or almost like stupid things to be grateful for, but these are important in boosting our mood. And this gratitude piece, I think of it as a muscle, right? You can train your brain to focus and see and notice those small sources of joy. So here's the homework I want to give you, and it's around flexing this gratitude muscle. So every day for 3 weeks, I know that's kind of a long time, but 21 days to make a habit. Every day for 3 weeks, I want you to name 3 new things a day that you're grateful for. So when I say new, what do I mean, right? Basically, I mean you can't say what you said yesterday, you can't say what you said a week ago. They have to be unique to this day. Why is that important? As humans, when you ask people what they're thankful for, what do you think they tend to say, right? Like friends, family, health, my job, that we're secure, that type of thing. So we get saturated and we get into a gratitude rut. So the key is that those 3 things are new and they're unique to that day. right? So you're grateful for this moment of connection you had with your partner. You're grateful that your kids slept an extra 10 minutes. You're grateful for the great feedback you got from your boss. You're grateful for the moment you laughed and connected with a coworker. You're grateful for the first sip of your macchiato that had the perfect amount of foam. These things are so small, but we can train our brain to recognize them. And what happens is the more we flex that muscle, the more we notice good stuff is already all around us. So it's not about being grateful. This is so important. It's about practicing gratitude, right? Gratitude is not just something we feel, it's something we practice. Do not wait for it to come to you. You have to practice it each and every day, especially on the days that are hard or difficult or sometimes just suck. Those are the most important to practice gratitude around. I hope this tip was helpful, and I hope that y'all will take that 3-week challenge of naming 3 new things each day that you're grateful for. This is something I talk about a ton on my website, as well as tons of other ways that you can be happier in your life. So if you want little tips and tricks for how to live a healthier and just a fuller, more nourished life, come find me over at my website, drallisonanswers.com. And of course, you can connect with me video-wise on YouTube and Facebook and of course Instagram. And I want to give a huge and special thank you to Veronika for allowing me to come on her space in her home today and talk with y'all. I know how much she loves her readers, so it means a lot that she allowed me to come and meet each of you today. I hope you'll come over and say hi, come visit, and get started on this gratitude practice right now. Here's a challenge. In the comments below, I want you to name 3 things from today that you're grateful for. Leave them in the comments because I would love to see them. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope we continue this conversation. Bye-bye.